Welcome to sports, everybody. Our under-17 girls national soccer team getting a 2-week break to enjoy the Christmas holidays with their families. Come the beginning of the new year, though, they will get right back to the practice field ahead of the final round of qualifiers for the 2012 World Cup.
First Wednesday back in January, we're back at it. We'll be training Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays. Well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays up until the end of March. And then we'll be back again for every day after that. In May, we will be competing in the CONCACAF Championships, which will be taking place in Guatemala. And the countries we'll be facing or matched up against, there'll be two groups. We're not sure what group we're in as yet. But countries like the United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Guatemala, and then obviously Trinidad and Jamaica will be there as well as the Bahamas.
Now, head coach Daria Adderley also explained exactly what they will be doing to get ready for this all-important leg of qualifying.
We have to be a lot fitter. I mean, we were fit, but in comparison, the next level is almost like you're in primary school, now you're going to university. That's how huge the jump is. And so right now, we have to work on our fitness level, on our speed of play, and we have to finish goals. We only had 1 goal scored in the entire tournament, and I think that's an area we have to work on as well.
Well, our men's national beach volleyball team gearing up for the final round of Olympic qualifiers set for February 2012 in Costa Rica. This round is expected to present quite a challenge, but one the team feels it can overcome.
Competition should be, I guess, about the same as in Cayman. The Costa Rican teams are just as strong as the ones on the Caribbean. So right now, it's just up to us to prepare and see what happens from now.
We don't know the type of competition that we're going to face, but I think we're up to a level as the tournament progresses. We've been getting a lot better. So I think we could do well in the next round.
I think it's just us sticking together as a team more than last time because we had some injuries that caused us to lose focus at some point, but then after a while it got better. But it was too late for us after, well, I guess the championship game.
Now, team members also talked about what preparations they've been making ahead of the competition.
Right now, we just on hard road doing the insanity workout.
Last time, I think we were a little bit winded. I mean, technically we were sound, but we were just a little bit winded. So far, we've just been doing a lot of cardio to get ready for the next round.
We just need to practice on the sand more because sand legs and court legs is 2 different type of legs, and sand legs is harder to deal with.
Now, Jamaican volleyball player Dylan Brown is in town for the Christmas holiday. He's seen what Team Bahamas can do, and he says the best may still be yet to come.
They are like the surprising team, so to speak, on the beach because they weren't really on the beach circuit. So when they came and played in the Olympic qualifiers, everybody was like, you know, who are these guys? But they're really good. So they can make it to the Olympics.
Well, this past weekend, the Bahamas Softball Federation welcomed a very special guest to our shores. Natasha Watley, who has Bahamian roots and plays professionally in Japan, was in town to talk with the movers and shakers of the sport in hopes of forming a relationship which can be beneficial to both sides. BSF President Burke Dorset says everything went according to plan, and in the near future, Watley is expected to come back in town and conduct some much-needed clinics.
Certain that her visit here would inspire our young people to pursue softball. Not only it can be an educational pursuit, as well, you know, a professional softball now is played in some countries around the world. It could be benefit financial gain from it as well. They hope the young ball players would read up on her performances over the course of the years and her activities on the field. Is something to emulate.
Now, in addition to Watley's return, Dorset says the Federation also has other measures in place to make sure the sport of softball moves forward in a positive direction in 2012.
We just hope that the ball players themselves be more dedicated to the sport. We would hope that they would keep controversy, so to speak, out of the sport. There are rules that regulate the play of softball, and we would hope that all players will be able to follow those rules and be an example to the younger ball players. And we would hope that the associations would follow their constitution. I pray today that the Bahamas Softball Federation would have a common constitution where we would cut down on all of these little small things that I guess show disparity among the league.
Well, Bahamians everywhere hoping to see Magnum Roll's name on the Atlanta Hawks NBA roster for their regular season opener tomorrow night, but that just wasn't meant to be. After signing with the Hawks near the end of last season and rejoining the team following a stint in South Korea, the 6'11", 235-pound Grand Bahama native waived in order for the Hawks to get down to their mandatory 15-man rotation. This move did not come as a surprise, though, because heading into the Hawks' brief training camp, Roll was out of shape and unable to maintain his conditioning because of a right foot injury. For the next 2 months or so, Roll will be in Houston, Texas, making sure his injury heals properly. From there, he will look to take advantage of other opportunities which become available. Back here at home, the Providence Basketball Club's 8th annual Holiday Classic set to get started bright and early tomorrow morning at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Our Julian Gibson, that is, recently caught up with organizer Kevin KJ Johnson to get an update.
Shaping up pretty good. Teams are ready to go on the 27. We have 25 teams, high school teams from the Family Island, Freeport, private and public schools ready to go.
Well, when you look at your basketball classic, the motor teams, you almost matching the Hugh Campbell.
Well, it's about, keeping these young men sharp, mid-season. January is right around the corner. So these teams want to play and stay focused and want to win in their respective leagues.
I understand you have some scouts coming in, some coaches coming in?
Yeah, definitely. We have a couple of prep school coaches coming in. We have a few college coaches coming in to view the talent, local talent, and that's what it's all about, helping our young men to achieve those scholarships so they could go to school and get further their education. And hopefully, even with the prep school coaches, they will see our local talent and be impressed with them and take a few next year in August.
Now, following the Holiday Classic, teams will return to regular season play in their respective associations. The R.M. Bailey Pacers will look to defend both their government school and Hugh Campbell crowns, a feat which is well within their grasp, according to coach Nigel Ingram.
Well, this year, they have a better IQ than they had last year. They had a bunch of horses last year. Them boys, all they wanted to do was just run, design and play, and they would deviate from it in a minute. But this year, these boys would go through step by step, and they'll go through the way that I taught them, the systematic basketball.
Now, everybody got a bullseye on R.M. Bailey. Everybody could be coming for you prepared?
Well, that's good. Anytime you get a bullseye on your back, that means you're trying to do your best and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So everybody wants to be a winner one time, So, all you can do is prepare yourself. And that's what I tell the kids. Preparation is key in life. So you just keep preparing, and opportunity will meet that chance for you to be successful.
So you ain't concerned about the competition?
No, I'm just concerned about my boys doing what they need to do. That's all.
For you, being a Hugh Campbell basketball coach champion this past year, how people looking at you now?
Well, it's the same way, It's all about the kids. It isn't about me. I always tell these kids, hey, I already have my degree. I'm making my money. It's all about them. I want to see them successful one day. And so it's all about just trying to move these kids from another step to another, to see them one day that you graduate out of high school and you get your certificate and you move on and go to college, or you become successful in the community, just doing something that's positive.
Well, after being postponed 2 weekends ago, the Champion Amateur Boxing Club's 16th annual Rayman Senior End of Year show brought the amateur boxing calendar to a close on Thursday past at the Wolf Road Boxing Square. With this in mind, we asked organizer Raymanis Jr. what kind of grade he would give his club in 2011.
I would say this got to be an A, yeah. Valentino Knowles, he come back, Carlier, they come back, and they wake up to Reno Johnson. They all come back and assist in some which way, shape, or form, and makes it easier and give all the young and upcoming fighters a lot of hope. And so I got to say kudos to those guys. That's the main thing that touches me.
Now, outside of his local club, Minus also has a vested interest in one day seeing the Bahamas with a strong boxing team at the Olympic Games. Before that happens, though, Minus says there has to be more opportunities available to our boxers.
If you're going to establish a great team of boxers to represent this country at its highest level in the world, you have to have middle competition. You know, your up-and-coming boxers gotta experience international tournaments. And so the Grifter is one of the main ones. At one point we had that up and running, solid, taking part in that with big teams. We're hoping now that can come back on stream along with other tournaments. They have Junior Olympics, they have the Cadets Championship.
Well, as we get set to usher in a new year, I think it's safe to say that the much debated issue of a sports lottery has still not been fully resolved. Senior pastor of the Commonwealth Mission Baptist Church, Bishop Arnold Josie, agrees that more needs to be done to help our national teams excel to even higher heights, but he says there has to be another way.
The idea of the lottery is to cause money to be available. I believe monies are available if we seriously put the effort to it. Right now, for example, I believe all of us, every Bahamian who is a true Bahamian contributes to national insurance. National insurance on a yearly basis does something with its surplus. We've put it, people talk about it, we don't need another tax, we've got this. I am saying to us, one day in the House of Assembly, they could make or pass a resolution, and pass a bill for there to be a surplus donated, and we will have the money that we need, and we can stop the lottery talk.
Well, up in the nation's second city, the Bahamas Youth Football League getting the attention of football fans, and not just for the level of play, but for the end product. We get more from Ricardo Lightbourne.
The Youth Football League program is essential to the development of the game and the players of the game. Wayne Forbes coaches the Rebound Boys Falcons out of the Hunters District. The game is a character builder for the athlete and also provides for team development.
We're trying to achieve, the camaraderie, I have my back, you have my back, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
The WARHAWKS Football Club is talented and in time will regain its prominence in the league despite a slow start. Coach Dexter Avney wants to win every game, but more importantly, he wants to win the trust and respect of his players.
Fix those things that we felt that we needed to be fixed, and we're coming in strong.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks good. These guys look at their focus today.
Definitely. We have some of the veterans on the team who keep the team morale high, so, we're heading in with our heads high.
The Bulldogs are yet to win a game in the league, but on the field, the players are gentlemen. Coach Warren Martinborough says the Bulldogs' pride and also the respect is what keeps his club together, and it starts from the ground up.
Our team is based upon three major things. Discipline is the number one order of the day. If you're not disciplined, we're going to discipline you. If you can't be disciplined, you're not a part of the Bulldogs organization. And so our team displayed A1 conduct today. And they played extremely well, and they played as a team. The way we coached them, they played.
And finally, in sports, the Grand Bahama Girls Development League on a holiday break. But when play resumes in the new year, you can expect some keen competition. For more on that, we swing it back over to Ricardo Lightbourne.
The Grand Bahama Girls Development Soccer League has swollen to over 200 participants, and the numbers are still moving up. The league recently honored Yola White a very special way. Miss Granny White, as she's known to the coaches, players, and the parents, is well loved in all sports. Girls League is consisting of the Iguana Division, Gecko, and Curlytail, with the focus on development. Mary Knowles says it's been an incredible first half of play, and the continued growth and development will go on in the new year.
We're preparing a group of under 13 girls to go to Naples, Florida in March, end of March. So we have training twice a week for that, but it's going super good. Next year we're going to have a 6 and 7 year old league, because now with the 4 to 6 we have 40 kids. So we now have enough to break that group down, the 7 to 9 year old group down again, which is really what we needed to do in the first place. So we're hoping when we do that, we're going to see more development with the children.
Make no mistake about it, the Girls Development Soccer League has a wealth of coaches. It's that hands-on approach that has really given the coordinators much to celebrate this year.
We have a lead coach in the Gecko division, which is 10 to 12, who is Eon Austin, and he's working with his coaches. We made coaching books where the coaches can draw off drills if they want, whatever. So we put it more in the hands of the coaches this year. The senior division, Michael DeSantos is the lead coach, and he's actually having meetings with the coaches when they finish the day. He has meetings with them. You know, they go to the chalkboard and discuss how we're going to improve, what do the girls need to work on.
And that will do it for sports.